Man, today is going to be interesting. I didn't want to do it, but we're going to have to. So whatever y'all got to do, I'm not here to waste your time. Make sure that like button is blue. It's not even blue anymore, so check that out. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're trying to get 2 million subs before the end of the year, and let's get right into it. So one of the most popular events in 2K history, Basketball Gods, has began today. And actually, in today's video, the most popular topic is not shooting, I believe, for the first time this year. We're going to start with this one right here. As you see, the leaderboards have been hacked. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Apparently like 7 or 8, one of those guys is on there as well that isn't legit, but it's been hacked by PC players or something. Number 1 doesn't even have a real name. These guys were nowhere near. They weren't on the top 10 yesterday, and somehow there's 3 guys that are above who was number 1. Now, even before this, lots of people were arguing that the top level players, most of them, weren't legit due to this thing called reverse boosting, or that's what I call it in 2K25. We're going to be talking about that very, very soon. So anyway, Basketball Gods started today, and the biggest topic of today's video, as you see, Chalk tweeted out and said, skill-based matchmaking is ruining 2K25. People figured out as this event started, and then you're forced to play in a matchmaking mode, right? So the game kind of picks your opponents, or that's what it does this year. It's not really supposed to, but if you load up with 3 red plate players, which is basically the new GOAT tier, you're going to play 3 red plate players almost every single game. If you load up on a brand new build, or 60 overall brand new build, you're going to usually play bums. Skill-based matchmaking is 100% in 2K25, and I am against that. PowerDF said this is the problem with skill-based matchmaking in 2K25. I wanted to see how long it takes me to get a theater 1v1 game at 5 p.m. on a Saturday, so I walked in and recorded the whole thing. The result, 8 minutes. That's too long just to start a game. So that is the biggest issue for me with skill-based matchmaking. Although there is multiple other issues, I'm now being penalized, guys, me, for being, above average at the game. If you are good at the game in some way, some shape or form, where the game says you're good, right? You have a red plate tier under your name, you're now going to usually wait for games and sit there because the game is trying to give you people around your skill level when there's a good batch of people under that are just playing each other. Now, Dat Boy Dimes, a former 2K League player, first draft in the 2K League, said skill-based matchmaking should only be in Proving Grounds. No other mode should have skill-based matchmaking. What was the point of adding a ranked system if everything is gonna be ranked? Guys, please hear me out if you're not on this side, okay? So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, though, and show the other side. So GB3 is a stage player, content creator, whatever you want to call it, and he is on the other side of this. He said right here, not having skill-based matchmaking is great for us quote-unquote good players. It benefits us because we get an easy game where we know it's going to be 21-0 to the average player, bots. It doesn't, because now they are playing 299 overall red plates, LMAO, whoa. Now, when talking about skill-based matchmaking to boost and be number 1 in events and ranked modes, yeah, that's bad, and 2K should do something about that. Other game modes, though, it makes it fair for both teams. People are reverse boosting in 2K25. I just made a new build today, or actually I had the build yesterday. I got on the build just to try it out in the Basketball Gods event because I was literally just playing stage players after stage players. I'm playing with 2 red plate players as well. So I got on my new build, my 6'3" that I haven't got to show you guys yet. It's basically just a remade version of my 6'4" that you guys are watching right now with cap breakers really sweated into it. So I know a lot of people don't have cap breakers yet, so I'll wait to kind of post that build and that version of it. But what I'm saying is I went in there and guess what? We're not playing red plates anymore. Just like that. But here's the issue. Basketball Gods is severely messed up. This event that's going on right now is insanely messed up. I even wrote down a list just to tell you guys how messed up Basketball Gods is. So let's start from the top. The streak resets if you get off. Now in the park, obviously that's very understandable because you're on a court. You shouldn't be able to leave the court and come back and you have a win streak, right? But this is a matchmaking event. It's a 36-hour event. Why should you have to sit there and play the game. Why can't you hop off, take a 10-minute break, go eat some dinner, and then come back and play again? You're still on the win streak. You still never lost. Anyway, skill-based matchmaking is easily abusable. And by the way, this is in every single mode that skill-based matchmaking is in. You can just load up on a 60 overall. Just literally, guys, go check it out. Go make a 60 overall player and check out who you play, whether it's theater 1v1 or it's basketball gods. If you and your team make 360 overalls, you're gonna play black plate players. It's bad. Now, here's the worst part about the event. The jump shot meter is on. So people in this event, our first event of 2K25, are able to cheat. The first event, you're able to cheat in the game if you have a Titan. The lag in the chop is really bad. If you guys played in it, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is a basketball gods, right? Basketball gods event. And for some reason, the difficulty in the event is very low. Like, it's lower than Park, guys. It's like playing like rookie my career, okay? I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know who decided that. Now, the badges are maxed out right away, and that's either a visual glitch or it's real. So I don't know if it's a visual glitch because I was in there on a brand new build. Like I told you guys, I barely had any badges, and it said I had maxed out badges. Now, if it is just a visual glitch, that's what it is. But if it's not, that makes the whole 60 overall thing even worse, because you can just load up on a 60 overall. If you're decent at the game, all your teammates are going to have maxed out badges. And then you can just beat up on bums because you have the IQ to move the ball around. Maybe you're going to upgrade your build a little bit, you know, let's say 65, 70 overall. And then the max plus ones are also visually not working. So I don't know if that's actually working or not. Basically, the event is very bugged. That's all of what I could remember from what was messed up and I wrote down today from just playing the event for a few hours. It's bad. The first event of 2K25 has been awful. Anyway, Koza responded under GB's tweet and said, "This is what people are failing to understand. I loaded in rec with 3 in real life, so his friends. I was gold with a gold IRL and 2 bronze. We loaded in against 3 red banners and 2 golds. 2-3 zone, 2 locks up top. Don't get it wrong, when I don't play with IRLs, I'm still winning the majority. I'm not enjoying playing the way I have to win the games. I've been on a black/bronze banner all day in the event with 2 golds and playing red and golds all day. It's not matchmaking the general skill, it has to be going off the highest. If I got in worse lobbies with IRLs, I wouldn't have an issue. It's not a biased opinion if everyone on the timeline has an issue with it." Now, from what I've noticed, like I said, I was still playing with 2 red plates for a minute, and I was on this brand new build. It did lower the matchmaking a little bit. We were starting to get like 2 gold plates, 1 red, or just 3 gold plates. You know what I'm saying? So it did lower it a bit. I think it's an average of everybody on the team, and I agree with exactly what Koza was saying, guys. Because, and please go in the comments and tell them to go to this part right here that have already commented and been like, "Oh, you guys just want to play bums." I still have the same win percent I had last year, like roughly the exact same. I have like a 92.5 right now on 2K25. But it's like what Koza said, I now have to stay in this sort of play style, not like just, you know, cheese left, right, whatever you want to call it, but like I have to play with my guard. I can't mess around. I literally, from the beginning of the game, got to be doing call outs and sides and switches, and it's just not really how it should be. That's not the beauty of matchmaking. That's why we have a ranked mode. That's what we wanted in the game. So here's what I told GB3 under his post. I said, although technically these are both opinions, I feel like you've missed the whole point. The beauty of matchmaking grants the ability to play the best players in the world one game, which is awesome, and not that good of opponents the next. A mix of competition. A ranked mode is designed purely to play against those the game thinks are as good as you, to challenge yourself, to get better. You enter those modes specifically to improve/test your skill. Why have that in a public matchmaking mode? What is the difference now between theater, for example, and proving grounds? What is the difference? This is the same thing that happened to my glorious Call of Duty. I've told you guys a few times that have been watching the videos. I literally used to play Call of Duty more than I played 2K. I've been playing since Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, Call of Duty 4, played for 10 plus years, hit 10 prestige so many times, played game battles, if you even know what that is. Like, I've been in the scene for a long time, and that game was ruined. Multiplayer is ruined. Because every time I go in there, I'm playing people that the game thinks are just as good as me every single game, which is the exact purpose of a ranked mode, guys. The literal purpose. There is no other purpose in there besides that. So I'm basically playing ranked, except for I'm not like communicating with my teammates. You know what I'm saying? That's how Call of Duty is now. It is the exact same thing 2K is trying to do with the game. And okay, listen, real quick, one thing I have seen is that solo rec seems to be a better experience for people that are better at the game than the average player. So they're saying, I love this because, you know, I'm not getting a bunch of bad teammates, and I understand that. So maybe just keep it in for rec, right? But like all the other modes is bad right now. I can't really speak for rec because I haven't played in there much. And I do understand that perspective of someone that's just wanting to play solo rec and you're decent at the game. You don't want to get horrible teammates. So I understand that perspective. But the other side, it's rough, bro. It's really bad out here. Waiting for games is an issue, okay? So Power said, I get the benefits of skill-based matchmaking, and honestly, I enjoy being challenged. But having to wait 5 to 10 minutes for a game just because I'm good at 2K, that doesn't feel fair. I just want to play, and that shouldn't be too much to ask. So here's my solution. Implement a time-based, skill-based matchmaking system where the longer a player waits, the broader the range of acceptable opponents becomes. My bad. This way, it balances finding similar skill levels with reasonable wait times. I think that's a fair solution for everyone. I mean, come on, bro. Like, we gotta do something, guys. We have to do something out here. The player that plays 2K the most, usually when you put a lot of time into the game, you're going to get better. You're going to get to at least a level where 2K is going to say, hey, you're decent at the game. Now you're being penalized for that. Think about that. You're being penalized. Anyway, this guy added me on Twitter today, and he said, just took me over 7 minutes of waiting just to get a random rec game, and it's 11:20 a.m. on a Saturday morning. They need to remove skill-based matchmaking from casual modes ASAP. Guys, I am so fine with skill-based matchmaking in a ranked mode. I'm one of the actual top guys that wanted a skill-based matchmaking mode, a ranked mode, for that specific reason, to play against people of your skill level, to be rewarded for that, but not in a public mode. That's not the beauty of a public mode. Anyway, I tweeted out today and said I got top 40 in the world and lost a game that looked like the guard was cheating. So I backed out, put my meter on, and yep, you can use meter in the event. So now I'm playing 2K League players every game and cheaters. Now, I didn't know for sure if that guy was cheating, so I said it looks like that. But I know that I played at least 1 or 2 cheaters today. Like, for sure. Bro, guys, you got to think about this. There's people, their whole life, if you're not in the 2K community deep at all, there's these guys on Twitter, and they have these weird-looking Twitters. You might even know what I'm talking about if you guys are in the community. They have these weird-looking Twitters where, like, they don't have names, and their bio is just tagging, like, 2 guys they're friends with. All they do, their life is winning events. They make a whole Twitter for winning events. Please, let's think about this. Please do not think that these guys, the first leaderboard event of 2K25, that they were not ready with their cheating devices on to go in there and cheat. You have most likely played a few cheaters today if you played Basketball Gods. Anyway, Double H said this: if there was a difficulty below rookie, that's what Basketball Gods is on. So this whole event just doesn't make sense. It's skill-based matchmaking, just like theater and stuff like that, to, I guess, I don't know. I really don't know. But then it's on a very low difficulty. Like, what's the basketball god of a rookie difficulty? Anyway, Laker fans said it's not even skill-based matchmaking that's the problem. It's that it's based on your My Player banner. So the comp of all comp can just make new builds and be considered bad players by matchmaking standards. I said, so skill-based matchmaking. Guys, that's still skill-based matchmaking. It is literally just a messed up, it's a part of skill-based matchmaking that they messed up. Okay? That's what they did. Now, Uncle Demi said this right here. Funny thing is about the Basketball Gods event tomorrow, boosters are going, and he said this yesterday, boosters are going to test the new ban system and find out quick. No more getting clothes or boost after a 2-week ban. Oh, and bans are permanent, so we will see you in 2K26. Now, that sounds awesome. I said, holy gigantic W if true under that tweet. However, here's the issue, guys. boosting isn't the problem anymore in 2K. Yeah, it's the Titans, guys. 2K, from what I've seen, doesn't ban anybody that uses the Titans, which is basically the upgraded Super Zen, okay? That's what that is. They don't ban people. I've only seen like 1 or 2 people banned for that, and I don't even know if that's what they actually got banned for, okay? That is the issue. So if you're boosting and they're getting banned, that's awesome. But now you can still be cheating. You can still be cheating and win these events. It's bad. I don't know why they let you use the jump shot meter. Now, this guy said this right here. Not again. This is my 5th one this week where he got a banner. Let me know if you guys have been getting a lot of banners off the wheel. And then check out this guy right here. So right here, he is pulling up to his daily spin. And I've told you guys for years now, please use your daily spin every single day because you never know. I don't necessarily have the best luck, although today I did get double level, and I don't think it stacked in the event, by the way, so I basically didn't get any because I only got like 30 minutes of it. And you see, 250,000 VC. Spin that wheel, guys. If you want to see the last news video that is very important, click right here, tap it. Whatever you got to do, it's going to take you to that video. Click it, tap it. You might as well because I'm leaving, and I'm out of here.